Hello everyone. Now that we've covered how to create a release and a cycle, assign requirements to it, create test cases, import those test cases into the lab, and obviously you will have test cases which will pass and you will have test cases which will fail. So obviously we need to understand how to log defects for the failed test cases. This is the defects tab of Quality Center, and I will be covering this as part of this training session. Right. So as we all know, locating defects is very important in testing. Right. It's the basis on which the software quality is measured. Right. And Quality Center helps track defects and enables us to monitor it with respect to requirements as well. And defects also give us a snapshot about the application which we are testing, how many defects we have, what is the severity, priority, the age, etc. So you can track defects, you can add, you can review, you can link defects. This is all possible in Quality Center. Right. This is the statuses for defects which we had already discussed in our previous training sessions. So when you submit a defect in Quality Center, it is new. Right. When the development team accepts it and is assigned to a developer, it goes into open. Developer fixes it, it goes into fixed, and after fixed, it gets assigned to the testing team, and it can either go into reopened or closed status if it is fixed. Now when you have a new defect, it can also be rejected if it is not a valid defect at all by the development team, and from there it can follow the same loop again. Right. So this is how the defect life cycle goes. Right. So new defect entry. So when you say add defect in the Quality Center tab, you can see that it shows you the severity. You to select the severity. It shows you detected by automatically based on who has logged in to the system, and it also detects the date. Right. So the description of this defect should be very detailed and say exactly the scenario in which you have found a defect. So it should list the steps, it should also list the expected outcome and also list the actual outcome, and also have some proof of the defect being found in this stage. Right. So you can also update a defect in Quality Center after you want to update a status, you want to update some comments. Everything is possible in and you can update the appropriate fields and do the updation in Quality Center. Now you can link a defect directly to the test case based on which it has been failed. Right. So that also will go through right now in a few moments. You can sort based on detected by or any other fields in the defects tab of Quality Center. It lets you analyze who has logged how many defects, what are pending, what are not pending, which status they are all in. It gives you a good idea around that. Right. Now let's go to Quality Center and see this process. This is the main tab of Quality Center for defects. So you can click on this button, which is a new defect. Right. The minute you click on it, a new window gets popped up, and you have to enter a summary of the defect which you found and the severity, right, and it's assigned to whom based on your project needs, right, detected in which module, right, and your description along with attachments. The minute you give attachments, it is proof as to the reason how you found this defect. You can also select the release in which this was detected along with the cycle. So you'll be able to track based on release and cycle, which we have created in the previous sessions for understanding releases and cycles. So that can be mapped here to this specific defect in Quality Center. In this defect module of Quality Center, you can filter on severity, you can filter on reproducibility, project priority. You can also filter on status. You can say I want to see all closed defects, or you want to see all open defects, or you want to see all rejected defects. Whatever filter you select, based on that, the result will be shown here in this window. So this ends our session on quality center and concepts of software testing. I hope you've been able to understand the basics of software testing, the terminology and the fundamentals over there, and also understand how we log into quality center, create releases and cycles, assign requirements, create test cases, and import those test cases into the test lab, and thereafter log defects as the case may be based on the test cases which you are executing. I hope this will give you an insight into the quality center tool, and you will be able to perform well in your tasks ahead. Thank you so much.